Hello music people! Today I am going to demonstrate how to set up, adjust, and collapse a microphone stand. This lesson might seem like something that's pretty basic and self-evident, and yet I have witnessed a number of performers and recording artists who do not know how to properly set up, adjust, and take down a mic stand. The consequences of not being able to do this properly can range from you not looking very professional on stage or in a studio. It can result in damaged equipment if you're not careful, and it can also result in an unsuccessful performance if in the middle of your performance you find the mic stand falling over or lowering in a way you don't like. And so I am going to help you to prevent all of those things through this video. Now, when you first come across a microphone stand that's fully collapsed, like this one, I find that it's best to start setting it up by going from bottom to top. So we start here at the bottom. You will notice that there are the three legs of the tripod here at the bottom, and that there's also a centerpiece here, which is actually the main body of the mic stand that goes right through. See that? And when I loosen this knob here, that gets adjusted. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to loosen this knob, and remember, you loosen counterclockwise and you tighten clockwise, or lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, whatever works for you to remember. So you'll want to loosen this and bring this all the way up so it can't go up anymore. Okay, you don't want the mic stand to stick out of the bottom at all. And as soon as that adjustment is made, simple adjustment, then you tighten. And that's generally true. You always will want to loosen, adjust, tighten right away in that order. Then you will want to stick out these three legs of the tripod fully like this. I've actually seen some people set it up like this, which looks more like a regular camera tripod, but when it comes to a microphone stand, you'll want them to be all the way out. This means that this will make sure that the microphone stand won't tip over at all. So once you've got that done, then you can adjust this part of it here by loosening this. This raises the entire mechanism up and down. So I am going to adjust it like this. Then you can adjust the angle of the boom by loosening this. You see, it goes back and forth like that. And again, the entire time I am loosening, adjusting. Once I'm happy with its position, I righty-tighty, okay? Next, I can loosen this to adjust how much this sticks out. Now you will want to make sure that this end is sticking out a little bit, at least a little bit here, because that will make sure that your boom will not tip over or lower. And then one of the last adjustments you can make is here, where you can telescope the boom even further out and then tighten. Okay, so let's say a microphone stand has been set up and there's multiple performers performing using this mic stand, and you approach it and it's like this. You can probably tell that right now this is too high for me. Now, sometimes what people will do, and I've seen this all too often, is people will force it down like this without loosening it first. That is a great way to wreck the mic stand. You don't want to do that. Again, you first want to loosen, adjust, and then tighten right away. Three things that happen in quick succession, okay? Now, there's a couple other really specific adjustments that you may need to make when it comes to the microphone clip itself. You will want to make sure that the mic clip is screwed on tightly, because if it's not screwed on all the way, it's going to be unstable. So you'll really want to make sure that it's been screwed all the way on. Keep screwing it on just like this. And the other thing to bear in mind is that this fine-tuned adjustment here not only telescopes it, but it also adjusts this way, you see? So you'll want to make sure that you adjust it appropriately that way. The only other thing that you might run into is you might notice that this mic clip itself is loose. When you put a microphone on it, you might find that over time the clip ends up pointing the mic further and further down. That's super annoying, and that's a problem that you can easily fix because on most or all mic clips that I've ever seen, there is a screw in here, and it just takes a flathead screwdriver to loosen or tighten it. And if you don't have a screwdriver, a coin, a dime, also works really well to tighten that to make sure that this isn't going to happen, right? So I've set up my mic stand. I've made sure that every single piece here is tightened. It's crucial to make sure that it's all tight enough. You don't need to put every ounce of your strength in to make sure that it's tightened, okay? That's another great way to wreck a microphone stand. But you'll want to make sure, especially this one here, where you're adjusting the angle of the boom, you'll want to make sure that that's tight enough, because I'm sure many people have seen a mic stand slowly drop like this during a performance. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, see? Slowly dropping because I didn't quite tighten that enough, right? That's no good. You'll want to make sure that it's completely tight, okay? That's about it in terms of setting up and adjusting. Now I will show you how to take it down. And as you can imagine, you can basically just follow the reverse of what you did when you set up the mic stand. So loosen, adjust, tighten, loosen, adjust, tighten, loosen, adjust, tighten. See, when I was setting up, remember I went from bottom to top. Now I'm going from top to bottom. And I'm just lifting up the microphone stand so that you can see better what I'm doing. You don't necessarily have to lift it up this high when you're setting it up or taking it down. Now here, the last step, you want to make sure that you collapse the 3 prongs like this, and you will want to make sure that the mic stand itself, remember how we're adjusting it in and out this way, I suggest that you bring it to a point that is just sits above the rubber feet at the bottom of the stand. That's kind of the ideal spot to be, and then you tighten it at the end. Again, you will want to make sure that even when the stand is in a collapsed state, that every single component is tightened. Because if it's loosened, here's what could happen. I'll show you. Let's say I forgot to tighten this thing and I leave it loose and I put the stand down. The next person who comes to use it, picks it up from here. What happens? Whoa, what's going on? It's super annoying. So you'll want to make sure that this is tightened so that the next person who picks it up will not be thrown for a loop. And there you have it. Hopefully this video has been helpful. See you next time.